The purpose of this video is to provide a demonstration on how to remove a 2-inch horizontal blind. Removing the blind is always a good idea if you plan to paint or if you need to perform service on the product. First, we're going to start by removing the valance. In order to properly remove your valance, start by identifying your valance and clip attachment. Our standard valance could be attached with a valance clip, as demonstrated here. Our standard valance might also be attached with Velcro. Our crown valance could be attached in one of 3 different methods. Shown here is the standard valance clip. Our crown valance can also be hung using a hidden valance clip. This clip will require you to reach underneath behind the valance and headrail, pull down on the clip to release it or disengage it, and then remove the valance. Again, reach up behind the valance, grab the clip, pull down, remove the valance. Our crown valance could also be mounted using an L bracket with a screw that mounts through the L bracket into the top header of your window. In this event, remove the screw and slide the valance forward out of the window recess. Next, we will remove the rotation wand and raise the blind. Rotate the blind into an open position first, then remove the wand. When removing the wand from the rotator, slide the plastic sleeve on the rotation shaft up and then remove the wand from the hook. Try lifting the bottom rail of the blind as you pull the lift cord. If you are working with a wide blind, it will most likely have a center support. You will need to remove the safety screw from the center support in order to proceed. Next, we'll open the mounting bracket so that the blind can be removed. When opening the mounting bracket, push up on the bottom of the mounting bracket. This will help the locking tooth clear the slotted face of the bracket. It is possible for the blind to spring out of the bracket when it is open, so please use caution. After the mounting brackets have been opened, you should be ready to remove the blind. Once again, it is important to be cautious. 2-inch horizontal blinds are very heavy. If your blind louvers will no longer rotate, you can easily replace the rotator once the blind has been removed from the opening. First, if your blind has caps or stops on the end of the headrail, you will need to remove them. If they will not remove by hand, use a tool to tap them off. Next, you will need to remove any C-clips or tape from the horizontal shaft that travels through the rotator. Now you should be able to slowly slide the horizontal shaft out of the rotator. Once the shaft is out, the headrail will need to be spread open to remove the defective rotator. Now you can insert a new rotator, making sure that it seats properly into the headrail. Make sure to take a close look at the underneath side of the headrail to ensure that the spinning shaft is not rubbing against the cutout in the headrail. If this happens, the rotator is not properly seated in the headrail. With the new rotator firmly seated in place, you can insert the horizontal shaft into the rotator. The square shape of the shaft must align with the square shape inside the rotator. You will need to reapply tape to the shaft from where you removed it earlier, and/or reinstall the C-clip that you removed earlier. Now you are ready to reinstall the headrail end caps. You are now ready to place the blind back into the mounting brackets, making sure that the brackets are completely closed and locked. When closing the mounting bracket, make sure that the locking tooth seats into the slotted face of the bracket door. If your blind uses a center support bracket, it is very important to replace the safety screw that mounts the headrail to the center support. Once your blind is back in the brackets, you can now lower the blind to complete the install. Lifting up or pushing up on the bottom rail will help open the cord lock to lower the blind. To complete the reinstall, simply reattach the wand on the hook stem, then reinstall the valance cap on the valance clips.